Hey, we are live.
There we are.
It's the Thanksgiving special,
The last minute Thanksgiving
the
special.
last minute. Hey, Jen, you want to go live later? Sure, why not? Okay. And everybody, there's people that ask me this too. They're like, like if I'm going to do a live with somebody, well, what do you want to plan? I'm like, I never plan. I just get up and go, maybe I'll do a live tonight. Because if I plan on doing one, it never happens. Because by the time the day gets over, I'm like, I just don't feel like it now.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely that thing where you have to be, you just have to be in the mood.
Yeah. Like today, I was half asleep. I was like, hey, you want to do a live?
Hello, Neva.
Hey, Neva. Hey, Heather.
Hey, Heather. Hello, Jeremy. Yeah, so it was perfect because I actually did. I did want to get on and do one before the week, but I didn't want to do it on Friday because I know everybody's just
Turkey hangovers.
Right, turkey hangovers.
Hey, so, Tammy.
Perfect. Hi, Tammy.
And all those crazies that go out Black Friday shopping.
That is not me. That is not me.
I can't shop on a normal day. I'd end up in the news probably if I went on Friday.
I took my daughter to the salon the other day, and there was a little gal in there. She was talking about Black Friday. And she said, do you ever go to Walmart on Black Friday? It's so fun. And I said, Walmart is not fun on any ordinary day.
No, Walmart is not fun. Yeah, let's get up and stand with a bunch of people that haven't taken a shower yet, and everybody stinks, and they're staying in line at 3:30 in the morning to get $20 off of. I'm like, no, thank you.
Sorry, and you know what? My Christmas shopping is done.
So is mine. We don't do it. So no.
You don't? I'm so far ahead of the game this year. I'm so proud of myself because that has never once happened. I was actually rapping a couple of days ago. I was like, I'm done. I'm getting it done.
So here we are on our own side conversation, and everybody's in the chat going, what the hell's going on?
Hello, Bethany.
Hey, everybody. So yeah, if you didn't tune in right at the beginning, we were just talking about how, at least for me, I never plan a Facebook Live. Occasionally I will, but most of the time it's like, just have this whim that, hey, I'm going to do a Facebook Live, and I'll message Jen. Hey, Jen, you awake? Want to do a Facebook Live later? And she'll say, probably. And I say, okay, I'll wait till about 2 or 3 to commit because we don't know.
What did we call it? We're just winging it.
We're just winging it. That's the best way to do it.
Over here, winging it.
Winging it.
Let's see. Hello, Amy. Hi, Cheyenne. Here's Jill.
I want to talk tonight. Do you guys have a subject that you'd like a discussion about? It has to be like metaphysical mediumship, not should I get my car fixed? The red light's been on for 4 months now. Because that's a simple yes, you should.
Yes, you should. Really does, Jeremy. That's what I've learned. Sometimes it gets you in trouble, but most of the time.
I haven't planned anything in my life. I never do. The Air Force was not a plan. It was like, hey, maybe I'll enlist in the Air Force today after work. Seems like a good idea. I'll just stay 4 years, 20 years later.
Well, that was a plan. I mean, it worked out, right?
Yeah.
It worked out good. Most of my winging it hasn't worked out real well, but I just keep doing it. Tammy asks if you've already talked about teachers.
Which ones? The ones in school that I didn't like? Or like this teacher who's going to teach again in January? I'm thinking January. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I'm going to mold some minds. Jill asked a very good question. So everybody's different, and I can give you my perspective. Spirit does not bother me at all, ever. I'll say hardly ever. When I'm just going about doing my thing, I'm oblivious to anybody around me. I really have to be paying attention. And it's actually been a while since I've seen anything in my room. Usually there's periods of time where it'll be like a week or so at a time where I'll have spirits walking through my bedroom at night. They don't do anything. They don't try to interrupt me. I just happen to wake up and I see them walking across the room. I don't know who they are. They don't try to talk to me, or they're just there. Um, so, but other than that, they really, I don't know anybody's around me unless I'm really, less put my teeth in so I can talk straight. Unless I'm actually consciously or subconsciously paying attention, I have no idea that they're around.
So Jill, what I have to do is when I go to bed at night, I either allow or I don't allow, because I've been having a lot of dreams. I've been having tons of messages in dreams. So I go to bed, I either like set my intention, but basically I allow or I don't allow. I have to, or I wouldn't sleep through the night. I just wouldn't. So it's just about setting those boundaries. And in the day, I'm just like Michael, I just go around oblivious.
Yeah.
It's the only way that I can function. I used to not. When I first started, I didn't know how to turn it off and turn it on. And I would have teachers and mentors say, just turn it off. How? Like, I don't know how. But once I learned that, and it's simply in intention. But once I learned how to do that, I just become, oblivious to it.
I'm oblivious in the conscious world too. I'm if I had hair, it would be blonde, because I'm literally like a space cadet most of the time.
Alexis is asking how we choose who gets a reading on a live like this. So really, Alexis, we don't choose. Spirit chooses. We just kind of, sorry, I'm speaking for Michael as well, but generally when we do lives like this, we just tune into the energy on the feed, like who's in the feed. And then the people in spirit, we tune into them, the ones that kind of catch our attention or come in the strongest. And then we just find on the feed who it belongs to. So we don't choose.
Yep. So it's literally like there could be, and it's like right now, and I'm not even aware of anybody, but they could be around me. And usually, like Jen said, the one that pushes forward and really gets my attention first, that's the one I'll start talking back and forth with. But there are occasions where I'll be drawn to a name. Somebody's name in the chat will stick out or stand out.
Right.
And I'll feel like a connection right away. Like I feel Dad, for instance, or, a friend or whatever. But you got to imagine right now, I mean, there's 35 people in the chat, just figure out the amount of spirit that's around everybody right now. So yeah, in a group setting, it's literally whoever pushes through it with the strongest amount of energy to get our attention. I do want to go back to Tammy's question, because I'm such a sarcastic SMB sometimes. So Tammy, reference your question about teachers. Did you have something specific? I think I know what you're asking, but I don't want to make an ass of myself and assume.
Hi, Crystal. You see Michelle on there?
Hey, everybody. If I haven't said hello individually,
hello,
I'm sorry. Hello, everyone. The names are kind of flying by very quickly.
Yeah, they really are. I'm looking at my phone and I'm looking on my laptop.
I actually grabbed my pendulum. I don't usually use them, but today, and it's a bullet. That's what
that's cool.
Yeah. I've had this one. This is probably the first pendulum I ever bought. And since then, it's like the cards, I have like 5 or 6. Okay, here we go. No, we had talked once about deciding which teachers we connect with and how to know who to sign up with. Yeah, and that is a good question, because people ask, how do I select a teacher? And, it's like anything else. I would strongly suggest referrals. If they have a Facebook page, get to know them. Everybody has the intuition. You see somebody, you get a feeling right away if this is the person for you. But it's important to see their work, see how they work.
Also, I just want to throw something in there. If you find yourself with a teacher or a mentor that you're not meshing with, that you thought maybe you would, now this has actually happened to me. You are in no way, shape, or form do you have to finish those classes. I mean, you're probably going to have to eat whatever you paid for, but I'm telling you, if something feels off when you're in that class or when you're with that teacher, go away. Like there are some really, really good teachers. And then there are some that are not so good. And so if you find yourself with somebody and that intuition is just saying, I'm not really liking this, you're not obligated. And you owe no explanations either.
Yeah, I quit a 6-month mentorship at about 3 months because the third month into it, and this is a world famous medium. I'll just leave it at that. And
wasn't the same one I did, was it?
No, this dude just pissed me off. He basically alluded to the fact that if we communicate with spirit, we're supposed to just listen. And if we're communicating back and forth and asking questions, especially when you're contacting or communicating with your own family that have passed, then you're delusional. And I kind of just was like, what? And he just had a huge ego. And anytime you disagreed with him, he would get all bent out of shape. So about 3 months into it, that dude pissed me off so bad that I walked away for like 4 months because I was just like, I needed a chance to just get away because I don't know. I'll just leave it at that. I was beyond pissed. I was like furious at some of the things he was saying. I'm like, no, this and I always say, just because someone's famous or perceived as famous doesn't make them a good teacher or a good medium.
Right. And the other thing that we have to remember is we don't know all of the things. Nobody does, right? We're not going to know until we're on the other side. We have a good idea. We have our experiences, and some people's are just different, and we don't have to agree. We don't have to take that as our truth.
No. But again, bottom line, because I could beat this to death, but it's about getting to know the person, seeing their work is important, and referrals. And that would be my suggestion. Yeah. Let me go back and see if we missed anything.
That's what I'm going to do. Just
Jeremy's asking cool pendulum. Is that bullet used? No. I think it's just a cast that looks like a bullet. Hey, Heather. I know you said hello earlier. Good to see you. I tried to catch your live the other day, Heather. I think I did for a few minutes, and I was at work, and I had to shut it off. Those planes come in. Damn it, I'm at work and getting annoyed when I can't have my free time at work. So.
Yeah, you're right, Jacqueline. Everybody is not going to see, feel, or believe the same things. And that's fine. Like I feel that our beliefs, again, are based on our experiences. And so everybody's is going to be a little bit different.
Yeah. A good teacher once said that, take what resonates with you and work with it. And you don't have to agree with it. Like Jen just said, everything that they say. And that's what I found. I haven't taken too many classes because I prefer to learn on my own. And there's some people that there's so many, there are some teachers that say you need to have teachers because if you learn on your own, it's not really a good method. And I tend to disagree with that. I've taken the tools that I've gravitated towards, but I think I have learned much more on my own by just doing the work.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
You're right, Natasha. She says, feel the energy. If it feels empty or manipulating, those are very important factors in the beginning. Spiritual integrity is so important. And that is exactly why the mentor I was talking about that I had issues with, it was that feeling of integrity that something was off, which is why I quit that class or my mentorship with him.
Yes, Heather and Amy, we do.
We do what?
Heather and Amy, they're like, we got to do another live with Michael.
Oh,
we did. It's been probably like 3 years. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Linda, I seen your question. Yes, I did go back to work. Mediumship does not pay the bills.
No.
That, and I'm extremely lazy and I need my downtime. Maybe something will change again someday. I'm through forcing it. If something happens, great, but I don't know. I'm just going to let it roll.
Michael is awesome. I
Oh,
actually
thanks,
did.
Vaughn.
I don't know what it was. Was it a class? You were practicing of how to do a class, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was you, Tammy.
Yeah.
Was there two other people? I think there was two. I think there was four
Yes.
people, maybe.
There was 4 of us.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was good.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's weird because I still have anxiety about teaching because I feel like, what do I know? I don't have years of experience, but I don't know. I tend to just teach from my experience, thus far. I tend to cut out a lot of the extras and just get right down to the nitty gritty of it. If it's a class that you want to learn how to connect with spirit, we get right into it. There's none of learning about chakras and energy systems and all that, because yes, that's important to maybe understand. I still don't thoroughly understand any of that, but I've proven to myself that you don't have to know everything in order to communicate with spirit. Just like I don't have to know everything to be able to talk to a human. It's the same way.
Right.
So I tend to just jump into that and we just do that. We just build on week after week. I don't have a syllabus. I have a general plan of what I want to teach, but it just starts out at the beginning basic, and then we just build each week on it and see where it leads. Because I think being held to a curriculum, you miss opportunities to just be led intuitively on, hey, this just came to mind. Let's talk about this, instead of just going by this, set path. But that's just me.
Yeah, he's tough too. Didn't you set an alarm and make us do it in you set a timer?
I do.
Make your connection and be done. I don't know.
Well, yeah, because it gets your head out of it.
Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Because that's one of the exercises that I learned, and the exercise, the whole purpose of it is to not give you time to think, because when you think, that's when you start, rationalizing and evaluating what's coming through. But if you have like a minute to just, okay, make the connection and just talk about what you're experiencing, what are you seeing, what are you hearing, what are you feeling, and it just teaches you that it's there.
Okay, so speaking of that, let's do this. Give me just a second.
1.
Yeah, there goes the timer, right? Michael's setting the timer.
I cough. I'll mute because I'm about to choke.
Okay. I do feel this is a male energy. I do feel that this person in spirit, they come through in age 30s. And I do feel brother. This is brother or close friend considered as a brother. But I do feel the biological connection stronger. So I want to say a male age 30s brother. Give me just 1 second here. Showing me a vehicle. He's showing me a conversation that is making me feel like the two of you had this conversation. One of you was in the vehicle and one of you is standing outside. I actually feel like he might have been the one standing outside. This is the clearest picture. Having this conversation.
Jamie says she can understand that.
Okay. Was this the last conversation that you had, Jamie? Or I'm going to wait for Jamie for a minute.
Hello, Debbie Romero. How are you? I got to give a shout out while you're waiting. Debbie was on Ghost Adventures, and her episode, I believe, is the 24th tomorrow, isn't it, Debbie? She got to work with Ghost Adventures.
Nice. Okay, so he's showing me this conversation as being, and you say possibly, he's just showing me this conversation as being the last conversation or close to one of the last conversations that you had. Oh, he does this thing. he slaps the car when he leaves. Boom, boom. I hear that like twice on the car. Do you? Okay, you can understand why it would come up for many reasons. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. So he's referencing this conversation. And if you understand that, I feel like part of his message is in this conversation. Do you understand that? Okay, that hitting on the car, like I feel that. It's so strange. It's this vibration. I feel like you might hear that sometime. And that's just his see you later. Like he's all is good. That's what I feel like when I feel this tap on the car. So I'm going to leave this with you instead of getting deep into this conversation, because your message is in the conversation. And if you understand that, then you will know what that is. And just know that he's okay. Know that I really feel that vibration and that thump on the vehicle from him. He also says to tell you that he's okay. All right. For some reason, that's important for him. And I'm going to leave that with you, Jamie. Thank you for being open. You're welcome.
Hey, Jamie, is that Tex? I don't remember names, but for the life of me, I don't remember names. But I just I keep seeing Tex over and over, and I know I've communicated with somebody, one of your friends in the past, but that name just keeps coming up. So is it okay? It is Tex. Okay. It's funny because this is what he just showed me. Jamie, a couple of years ago, she was mentoring me, and she is a tough teacher. I think we're both Italian, so we're both stubborn. I just get pissed when I get like pushed, and that's what she volunteered to do this for me. She knew how it was going to end up, but she was just pushing and pushing. And what Tex is doing right now is just he's bringing back that memory of you trying to walk me through his accident. And he's just laughing. It's kind of like, hey, remember when Jamie did that to you? And it's funny because we were just talking about teachers too.
Sorry. Maybe I need to take a class from Jamie.
Oh, yeah. You put two Italians in the room and, oh, God. It's just, forget about it. But yeah, I just thought it was funny because that's what he was just showing me.
He is the best teacher in spirit. That's interesting that he comes through right after talking about teachers. I love that. Love that.
Jamie, can I just throw this out there? Because now he's here and I'm just going with, he just brought up Mike and he's like, I don't know, he's making me feel like he's his protector. I don't know if this is something you would be familiar with, but he's kind of like, he's saying I have his back. And there was a time he's trying to convey that there was a time where Mike got himself in a situation. I feel a dangerous situation, and Tex kind of helped him out in a way. I know that's very vague. So Jamie's husband, Mike, is a cop.
Okay.
You get that? Okay. Yeah. He's just throwing that out there to me. He just wants Mike to know that he has his back. Okay, good.
Nope. She says, nope, I get it.
All right. I have cards too. I brought out my soul coaching.
Did you?
Cards, yes.
I brought out some cards. I ordered some new cards for myself for Christmas.
Can you read them?
Huh?
Can you read them? Are they the big print? Like,
no, I can't read any of the damn cards. I brought my glasses because I was going to try it, but they're for seeing far away. So then I would just be doing this number. So we'll figure it out.
All right. Let me see. I'm waiting for somebody to tap me on the shoulder and like get my attention, but so far it's. I'm going to pull some cards. I feel like that's what I want to do. I'm going to pull some cards. So I'm just going to kind of just randomly go back through. I'm going to pin somebody's comment and pull a card for somebody. Here we go. Christina. Are you still here, Christina?
I believe so. I just saw a comment from her just a second ago.
Okay. I'm just going to pull a card. I want to connect it with her. All right, Christina, let's see what comes up. I don't know, for some reason, finances just came up. Let me just see what follows that, because I don't know, when I connect it to your energy, finances is in my awareness. I don't know. Is there something going on right now that you're concerned with your finances? I'm trying to get more. I don't know. Is there something with home renovations that you're wondering about? And if you haven't had a reading by me, if it doesn't make sense, please don't be afraid to say no. I don't know. I just see this decision about something with either home improvement, or maybe repairs. Christmas. I'm going to pull a card too to see. And I'm just going to unpin your comment because I have to actually go back a ways, but you're still there. I know you're there. Let me just pull a card here for you really quick, Christina. I can tell I haven't used these. I don't know. This is the card that I was kind of drawn to, and it's flow. And I'll just read the bottom. The glory of the universe flows through me. I just feel with that it's kind of like, I know it's easy to say don't stress about money, but I just feel like whatever you need is going to actually, it's basically, I'm just feeling don't worry about it because your needs will be met. I just had this flash too about receiving unexpected money. I don't know. I just see in my awareness, I'm just seeing an envelope with a check in it, and it's symbolic, I believe. But I just feel that there's unexpected money coming your way. And I'm just going to keep it short at that, or else I'll drone on. But that's what I'm seeing.
That would be amazing.
Yes. You got to let me know if it happens one way or the other, because, psychic readings are difficult because you put something out there and hardly ever do we get feedback, because most of the time it's future.
I see you in there, Casey. She's just saying she's not sure if we can see. You too. Happy Thanksgiving, Casey. Okay. This is a son. He is also, I feel that he's younger. And when I say younger, not yet a teenager, not a baby. Okay. So I'm having a hard time with that, but he's younger. He's also making me feel like he has not been gone for very long. Like I almost feel like maybe the 1 year of his passing is either coming up or has just passed. Wait just a second. I don't know if anybody can connect with him. Again, this is his son. He's younger. I do feel he's not yet a teenager. He's probably 7 to 10-ish, right around there. He's making me feel like he didn't pass very long ago. Like his 1 year passing is either coming up or has just happened. Like probably within 3 months is what he's making me feel like, and that would be a 1 year. If nobody can connect with him, I'm just going to give his message. And hopefully somebody will hop on later and see it. Well, he is making me feel like that this was an accident. Honest. Ooh. A pedestrian auto accident. He's also showing me that this happened very near a school. I mean, his message, since nobody can connect with him, I'm just going to get to his message. There's something that he's showing me. It's blue. I do feel like that this is a blanket. I feel like this is a blanket that he had since he was very small. He's showing me this. I do feel like he was buried with this. It was a comfort for him. He says, thank you for that. He also knows that it's a hard time of year. It was also one of his favorite times of year. He just wants you to try and find the joy that you can. He's telling me that mom is really, really struggling. He's just saying, like, find the joy that you can. And also, it's important for you to know, he says that he is okay. This one is making me extremely emotional because I'm seeing some very clear details. So I'm going to stop right there. For some reason, I'm seeing super, super clear details on this accident. I don't know if there are questions surrounding it or not, because honestly, I do feel like this is a hit and run. So I'm going to leave this here. But I would like to ask, if you are watching this later, if anybody can connect with this, please get a hold of me, because there are some details I'm seeing that I feel like are important, but I don't want to go into them here. And I'm going to leave that there. Woo.
Let's see if anybody grabs my attention here. I'll give it a second.
That was a little rough, Jeremy. I haven't really gotten too emotional on readings for a long time. I mean, I feel it, but I'm going to pull some cards. Unless Michael's got a connection there.
It's like really quiet for some reason.
Yeah, it's really quiet. Carrie Ann, I'm having trouble with his age. She's asking how old he was. I'm having a little bit of trouble with his age, but I don't feel he was quite a teenager yet. He was school age. Does that connect with you at all?
Wow, this is how choppy it is right now. So I had a male standing here. I kept hearing the name Steve over and over and over. So I'm like, okay. And then he shows me a refrigerator. And I'm like, all right, dude, what's up with a refrigerator? I'm like, did you work on refrigerators? All right, now this is crazy. This dude's making me feel like he got electrocuted when he was working on a fridge. That's not what killed him. But he shows me a refrigerator, and it's like it was one of these separate refrigerators like you would keep in a garage just for beer. And he shows me, and he's laughing about it now. This is probably not going to make sense to anybody, but I'm just going to keep going with what he's showing me because I'm getting a laugh out of it now. He's showing me that him and his friends were out in the garage drinking, and something malfunctioned with the fridge, so he decided to go behind it while he had been drinking, and he shows me getting like shocked. I'm like, okay. If anybody connects with that, you got to let me know.
Memory.
Because,
yeah, it reminds me of a memory that somebody should know exactly what it is.
And I see his wife coming out bitching at him. And then yelling at his friends for like, why did you let him do that? I'll leave it at that because it's
all right. I'm going to pull a couple of cards.
That was completely random and just like weird. I don't know.
I'm not working on the fridge anymore. That's what Carrie Ann says. See you, Jeremy.
Bye, Jeremy.
All right, Miss Heather. I see your name right there. I'm going to pull a card for you.
Carrie Ann, does that apply to you? Did you get shocked by a fridge?
Whoa. Okay. Mending bridges. This is a card that pulled for you. Here we go. Trying to read, right? I heal rifts. And then it says, I am a mender. So when I fell into this card for you, in all transparency, I do know you. I kind of know what you've been going through. And yes, you are a mender. You do heal things. But I want to say to you that I know you're starting a new journey and that this, I feel like, is really a time for you to do things for you. It's time for you to maybe heal, like mend some of those rifts with yourself, for you, between you. If that, and I know that probably, hopefully that makes sense to you. I'm going to leave that with you. Just let me know if that made any sense to you at all.
I'm going to pull a card for Kathy. I'm just going to pin the comment. Kathy, I'm going to pull a soul coaching card for you. I've only used these cards once before, so it's kind of like experimental too, but let me just see what comes up for you. Kathy, when I connect with your energy, the first thing I'm aware of is like cutting cords and letting go of like toxic relationships. So I don't know if you're dealing with that right now, but that's the first thing that comes into mind when I connect with you, is like giving you permission to cut cords. If somebody's toxic, it's like, let it go. Let it go. I'm just going to try to interpret this because I got the leadership card for you. And the caption is, I am a beacon of radiance, support, and love. But let me just see. I don't know. This isn't making sense, but I just want, I keep going back to the relationships and the toxicity. Does that make sense? Because I feel that's what I need to stay on. So just let me know if that makes sense for you.
Okay. There is a male person in spirit around.
Oh, wait, let me let me finish up with Kathy here. Yes, it absolutely makes sense with my relationship with Max. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I just, again, I don't know if Spirit is giving you permission to just like, it's okay to cut the cords. And I'll just leave it at that, because I'm going to keep them quick.
Sorry about that, Michael.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Okay, so he is making me feel he he's making me feel friend, but he's also making me feel boyfriend. I feel like this relationship went on and off and on and off and on and off, but the friendship always stayed. I do feel like he is like late 20s, early 30s. He is also, I want to see if anyone can connect with that really quick. Hang on. So this will be a male. He's telling me friend, he's telling me boyfriend, he's telling me kind of on and off, on and off. It's either started as a friendship, turned into the boyfriend thing, kept friends, or just kind of went on and off, but always stayed friends. Hello, Irene. My fiance died a month ago. We were friends and dated on and off for years. Okay, Carrie Ann, give me just 1 second. And I'm sorry for your loss. That's not very long ago. He was older than 30? How much older? Like, I mean, I'm not too sticky on the age unless it's like 60. You know? Because sometimes they do like, sometimes they will appear. Oh my gosh, he was 60, like he was 59. Seriously? Wow. Okay. All right, give me just a second. Sometimes they do kind of appear, they come in at a time in their life when, you know, it was a really good time in their life. Um, hang on just 1 second. It's so funny that it came in that age. Boy, I got to tell you, I still feel like he's younger. Like he is still presenting as younger, but I'm going to go ahead with some other information. He's showing me that he rode a motorcycle. Um, that's pretty prominent with him, and that's something that was done together. Yeah, Anthony. Okay, Carrie. So that makes sense to you. Okay, so he is presenting as younger. I'm curious because he is showing me the on again, off again, you know, for a long time, a lot of years. And so it's not going to make a difference in my reading, but I am just curious to know if maybe that's about the time that you guys met. I'm not sure why he's showing that, but he is showing me this motorcycle. He's showing me that that's something that you guys did together. Um, and I got to tell you that I feel the way that I feel him is just the way that you would feel on that motorcycle. He's telling me right now, just this freedom. He loved it. Kind of this speed, kind of this, just that freedom, you know, that freedom that you feel. That's how he's making me feel. And so it's important that you know that on the other side, that's his energy. It's just this free, fun, um, and his smile. I know you've seen this. Yeah, carefree and very fun. Yeah, his smile is just, it can just light up a room. He just comes in just breezy and fun. So it's just important for you to know that that's where his energy feels now, that that's what's happening with him on the other side, that he is okay. Um, he does tell me that you're, and of course, it hasn't been very long. You told me, you did tell me that you're having a hard time. Um, and I want you to know, like he's telling me that you can talk to him. I actually feel like you've been talking out loud. Um, and just know that he hears you. Okay. Just know that he hears you. Know that it's going to take time. Okay. I feel like that's really important. Just know that it's going to take time. Know that he is around you.
I have something too coming through whenever you're finished for
Okay.
her.
he's also, did you guys talk about marriage? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, Michael, go ahead. Yes. Okay. Just know that he says that that's one thing he wished that you guys would have done. Okay. That was definitely his intention. Okay, Michael.
Carrie, was he dealing with a medical condition that you tried to get him to pay closer attention to? I just feel like, and I may be connected to you, I'm not sure, but this is the whole time Jen was talking, I kept feeling this like feeling that I needed to say this, that he had a medical condition that you were trying to get him to take better care of himself with. But I feel like he's coming through saying you did what you had, don't carry any guilt. Because he's saying, like, let go of that guilt. It wasn't your fault. Okay, he had heart issues. But it just was very, because I'm actually feeling this like really strong. That's why I wanted to say something. But he just wants you to know that, you know, you did what you could. But he's adamant about saying it's not, you had nothing to do with this. You did what you could. And he's snickering because he's saying he's stubborn.
Aren't all men?
Yeah. Yeah.
When it comes to that.
I mean, I waited till I was almost on my deathbed to start dialysis. I was like, it literally was like, okay, take me to the emergency room because I do not feel right now. 2 weeks after the doctor said you should start dialysis, I was like, no. And then I came in on a stretcher to the ER. He's like, how about now? I'm like, yeah, probably a good time.
I can't say much. I'm the same way. Somehow.
But Carrie, I'll leave you with that. But again, he just wants to make it very, very plain and clear that this was on him.
Okay. Yes, all stubborn, says Christina.
And I'm sorry, Carrie. That's hard.
It is.
Well, it looks like I can like piggyback when you start a communication, but I can't. There's like nobody knocking on my door to start one tonight. I don't know.
Which one?
It's weird. It's like you start it, and then I can feel them. I'm like, okay, they are here. I guess they don't like me tonight. They like you. Probably because I was bitching and moaning before we started. Like, he's a Krabby Patty. I'm not going to him.
I'm not going over there. Hello, Debbie.
That guy's got a stick up his ass tonight. I'm gonna get the rebel cards. I can't hold out anymore.
Get the rebel cards.
I was like, thought about it. I was like, no, but then I was like, why not? We need a laugh. Maybe that'll get somebody to pay attention to me from the spirit world. It's been a little quiet. I'm thinking they don't like me anymore.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, I know. So everybody who's a medium out there, it happens. You're going to have nights that it's like crickets, and you can't force it to happen. It's just, if it happens, it happens. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. And for me tonight, as far as connecting to spirit on my own without Jen, it ain't happening.
Yeah, but you know what? There's sometimes it's reverse.
Oh, yeah. That's just the way it is.
It just happens. Yeah. Thank you, Sherry. Happy Thanksgiving to you also.
Yeah. Hi, Aaron. Of course, the first card that comes us, this is for everybody tomorrow. Eat your fucking vegetables.
I pulled that one for you last time.
It's not about the turkey. Got to have the vegetables too. Hey, Diana Fahey, the money card came up. Make it rain. That's for you.
I made my side dishes today, Lisa. That's what I was just telling Michael. I food prepped all day long.
All right. Sherry, I'm going to pull a one for you real quick. There you go.
Don't do it.
On the
Don't do it.
Now is not the time.
Okay. Okay. This is a father. I do. I feel that he was. He's telling me like. I'm not sure. I'm kind of struggling with the ages today, like 50s, 60s, 70s. Like he's a little bit older. He's also showing me a tractor, which is weird. It's a Columbine. Is that what they're called? Where they turn?
Combine.
Combine. Why did I say combine? Yeah, a combine.
Yep.
He's showing me this. For some reason, this combine is very, very significant. It's something that somebody would know. So I'm going to wait just a second. See if anybody can connect with him.
I hate so many images I get because you said the combine, right? And all of a sudden I get this image of you ever watch the police squad movies with Leslie Nielsen?
No.
Well, there's this scene and O.J. Simpson's in it, but he falls from like a cliff or off the side of a building, and they're both him and this other lieutenant are looking over, and he's like, "That's how I want to go." And the other one looks at the other one. No, I want to get caught in the gears of a combine. I'm like, I don't know. It's just the way it's said. I'm butchering this really bad, but anyway, that's what I just got in my head.
Christina, this is a tractor that he's showing me. Can you connect with the tractor? I don't want to connect it if it's not right, but he's showing me this tractor. I see it just going through the fields, and the way that I'm seeing it is the front of the combine. Oh, okay. So Stacy, you can take that. Okay, because I'm seeing this. It's just like it's just a big part of who he was. Okay. And I'm sorry, Christina, but it's definitely a tractor that he's showing me. Stacy, can you validate that age? And again, I'm struggling with the ages, but tonight, for some reason, I'm feeling between like 50s and 70s. I know that that's a big gap. He's older, but not old. So can you connect with that age, Stacy? Just going to wait for Stacy for a second. At 54, he would now be 74. Okay, so we're right on. I'm going to take that. And so give me just a second here. It's interesting because I feel his energy on the other side, just like I did in the last reading. Like I just see this tractor. That's where he was happy. That's where he was. I mean, it's just a big part of who he was. I wish there was a way that I could transfer what I see in my mind, because it's just beautiful, right? It's just this big, beautiful field, and this columbine is just going. It's his space, right? It's what he loved. He's just showing me that's his space. That's how his energy comes across now. And so it's important for you to know that there's just these big, they're rolling fields, and they seem like they have no end. That's how I see them. Was it like, I feel some kind of heart condition with him? Yeah, that's where he was happy. So know that he's happy now. That's exactly how his energy comes across. He's just showing this. I do feel like that he had something going on with his heart. Okay, we're going to wait just a second. Oh, really? Okay, so there's your validation, Stacy. You meditate. He took you to heaven. He was farming. That's exactly how I see him. So know when he does that, that's a sign from him. Okay, know that he's there. Know that that's a visit. Okay, the chest area, because that's where I feel it. Like my chest hurts right here. So hang on just 1 second. I'd like to get something else for you. Okay, he's showing me an apple. He tells me you will know what this is. I do not, but that's exactly what he's showing me. So when I ask him, like, can you give me something for her, something that she will know? He shows me an apple. So you don't have to tell me what that is, but I'm very curious if you would know what that is, what that is about, or what that's referencing. Because he also kind of has a grin on his face as he does it. I think that it's, I'm just going to wait for her.
Alexa to sing a song or put the Jeopardy music on.
I know. And we wait. You don't know what the apple is. You sat for another medium and he gave you an apple too. So I don't know. I don't know either. Don't think about it too hard. Maybe it's something that's just going to come to you, because it's interesting that another medium gave you an apple too, because when I ask him for something, and I see Michael's head going. Do you know what? I see your head going. Did you?
I'm just in my own world over here.
It could be a couple of things, but I'm going to tell you, it could be the color. It could just be the out of doors. But I feel like that the apple has some kind of meaning. If you don't know now, I do feel like that you will know. And so just keep that in your awareness about him, because that's how he comes through. He comes through showing me this apple. So I'm going to leave that with you. Know that he's around, and know that, yes, when you meditate or when you think of him, that's exactly how I see him. He's just in a happy place. He's in a happy, good place. He's also sending you his love, and just know that he is around. Okay. And thank you for being open, Stacy. Wait, Stacy, do you have his boots? All of a sudden I see his boots.
Yes.
Okay. All right. He's just acknowledging that. He's showing me flowers in them. So if you, and I feel like that maybe you do that as a way to honor him. What's interesting is that the flowers that I'm seeing are what are the sunflowers. had to think what they were. I almost said dandelions, and I knew that wasn't right.
A little bit bigger.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad that you tuned in, Stacy. Okay. He is just as happy as can be. His energy on that tractor. It's so beautiful and so peaceful. I know I keep talking about it, but the image, I'm getting very, very clear images today for some like clear scenes, not just an image.
And now that you're, done, now I've been feeling this, and Stacy, whether this fits or not, but I just keep feeling that he wants to put out there that, there's maybe people in the family that think he lived with regrets. I don't know. And I'm going off pure feeling of what I'm being shown. So whether it fits or not, I'll just put it out there. But he wants people to know that he had no regrets. And I feel like he worked very hard for what he had, and he put in long hours. And there may be people in the family that thought he wasn't happy or regretted not doing something else in life. But I just feel like he wants to come across, say he has absolutely no regrets.
He's
no
still
regrets
doing it.
at all.
He's still doing it, and he loves it. Okay, let's see. You want to pull a couple cards, Michael?
I do.
Do you want to pull a card for me, Michael? If you're feeling it.
Yeah. Yeah, he worked very hard for what we had. Yep. He just wants people to know he was happy. He wouldn't have changed a thing. Yep, he's like, no regrets on this side. All right, Jen, that's for you.
That's every day. That's perfect. Thank you.
A little voice in you. Listen to that shit.
Thank you.
Let's see. I got to get this energy going up here.
Okay, you want a card, because I don't want to keep scrolling. Like there's so many scrollings, or so many messages that I'd be scrolling forever. But if you want a card, will you just pop a yes back in there, or send a heart, or do something?
We'll do like speed rounds.
I don't know
you
who's
go,
here.
you go, I go. You go, I go.
Okay. You're using your rebel cards, huh? Okay.
All right. Tony. This is for you, Tony. Take a shot. Don't take 12.
Take one. All right. Let's see. Carrie Ann. Oops, there's the one that's stuck. Okay, this card is expecting miracles. Miracles are blossoming in my life. Okay, expect good things to happen, because they're going to. That's your card.
All right, let's see. If you want a rebel card, put rebel in there. Some people might not want a rebel card.
They might not want a rebel card.
Yeah. Katrina McGuire. I should have glasses on, but I just pulled this card. This card came flying out, and I immediately saw your name. So this is for you. Oh God. If you've never been on a live with us, just take these with a grain of salt, because you're a hot mess. Clean yourself up. Oh boy.
Hey, is it Lisa Bowles? Lisa Holland Bowles. Full card for, there it is. It just jumped out. Literally jumped out. Launching into your journey is this card. And the bottom says something that I can't see. I am an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. So this is just about launching a journey, launching a new journey. I don't know if you're considering doing something new, if you've just started something new. But I also kind of feel a spiritual edge to that. So I don't know what you're doing, but this card is just affirming and saying, like, look, it's time. If you're thinking about it, let's do it. If you're already doing it, you're on the right track. Keep going.
Jill J, this is for you. Believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking La La Land. Choose bravely.
Okay. Who did you just do?
I just pulled one for Jill.
Okay.
Jill J.
So Michelle. Is it Parham? Michelle Wolf Parham. I'll pull a card for you.
Usually I try to like give some more with the interpretation of what I'm getting, because I do usually get more, but it's like I'm just doing speed rounds, so I'm just kind of leaving them at face value. Hopefully they resonate in some way.
Okay, so this card is about taking action. It's getting dark in here. I'm half blind. I can't see the bottom of it, so I'm not going to worry about the affirmation, okay? I can see this part.
Oh my God.
So it's about taking action, whatever you're sitting on. So here's the thing: when we manifest, and this is like for everybody, like we hope and we wish and we write and we do all of these other things, but there has to be action. We have to take some action. So that card is just telling you to take some action. What are you laughing about, Michael?
This just came up when you were talking about.
Shush. That's the second time that's happened.
It's dark. You can't see a fucking. Get your head out of your ass pronto. Sorry, it just fit, and I'm like, oh God.
Oh.
You just said that. Let's see, Kimmy Wells. I'm gonna pull in. Kimmy, I don't know if this makes sense, but the Rebel Oracle saying you need a good cry.
Get the ugly cry on. You were gonna show it while I was talking.
No, I'm trying not to talk to Alexa. I was like, Alexa, set a reminder for Jen to grab her glasses during the next live.
Not listening to you tonight.
You programmed her not to listen to me anymore. Alexa, Jen needs her glasses. Oh, you got to say, hey, Alexa, first, don't you? That's why. Oh, good, Kim. Kimmy, I'm glad that makes sense. Let's see, who's next? Is it your turn? I think it's your turn.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just spacing.
Spacing?
Yeah, I'm just.
So what do you figure? We'll call it quits at 7:30, so another 15 minutes?
I'm just getting sidetracked.
All right.
So.
Out here in the ether somewhere.
Yeah, the usual.
Go ahead. I don't know. I just pulled. I seen is it Michelle? I'm sorry, Evans. So this card came out for you too. So there's a few people that need to get a good cry on. Let that shit out. I know she did, Diana, because she knew I was going to start.
You think I would know better, huh, Diana? But I never do. She's still on.
Yeah, Kim, not for me tonight. There's like nobody's coming through, but it's been weird. I don't know. I just go with it. If they're here, they're here.
She says, yeah, so true.
Maybe we just all need a laugh. That's why we're pulling cards. Yeah, I think it's your turn, Jen.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. What do we have on there? I don't know how to say this name. Is it Viwi?
Oh, Viwi. Yep.
Viwi.
South Africa, I believe.
Okay.
It's been a while. Viwi, she's been on our lives before. It's been a while, though.
Yeah, because of the time difference.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit her with a card. You should too, maybe.
Okay.
She should get one of each, just
I think so.
because she's here. Okay.
She's up really late.
Very.
So finally, this is for you, for me, from the Rebel deck. You need some
some yoga.
You need some yoga in your life. Ancient shit is cool.
Okay. This card is Igniting Courage. And you guys can't even see it because of the lights.
That makes sense of what I'm getting like psychically for her. So Viwe, I don't know if you work with energy, but I'm getting like psychic abilities that you need to start, like they want you to start exploring and working with them. So that's interesting that card came through.
Well, and that's just what I was going to say on this is that it's just about taking the chance, right? It's just about having the courage to do it. So this card's just reminding you that you have that and that you can. You're welcome.
Let's see, Jacqueline. I don't know. This is like, I don't know if this fits. I don't know. This is what came flying out. You're a grown-ass adult. Oh, she does have. Okay, good. Start working with those abilities, Viwe.
It's time. Okay, Aline.
Well, good, Jacqueline. I'm glad that made sense.
Okay, Aline, opening to love. That's your card. The bottom says, my heart is open. Sometimes there's not a whole lot more to that. It's just about being open.
Well, it's interesting because I just had a card and I saw her name and I put it right back, but it said somebody just broke your heart. I want to see if I can find it. Yeah, it literally did. Let me see if I can find that one because I saw it really quick. I looked up and stared right at her name.
Yeah, so that's the case. Stay open. Right.
No, I can't find it. $3:15 in the morning. Holy moly.
Wow. Hey, Monica.
Let's see. Monica, do you want a Rebel card? Let's see what we got here. This is weird, Monica. I'm staring at your name and I just got this, like, you need to play a lottery. I'm just seeing like play just a $2 lottery draw. I don't know where that came from, but I'm staring at your name and it just was like, I don't think I'm not condoning gambling in any way, but it was weird. I've never had that. It was just like, it just said play a $2 lottery ticket, like one draw.
Go do it, Monica. I'm condoning it. I know her. I can say that.
Oh, okay.
Go do it.
Let's see what comes out here. So, Monica, this is for you. And then...
Okay, so Aline said, yes, my husband passed away almost 3 years, and I've been alone since. And yes, my heart was broken. I'm so, so sorry for your loss.
And I wish I could connect a little better than I am tonight, and I would try to get somebody, to get them to come through. But I don't know, for some reason, it was like that yesterday too. I did an office sessions, and it was mostly psychic because I was not making connections. And I don't know, maybe it's just I don't know what it is. Sometimes it just happens.
Alina, I would like to ask a question. I do not know if this is connected to you or not. But I am feeling a male presence around. He is making me feel that he is responsible for his passing. And so if that is connected to you, please let me know.
Shannon, this is for you. Uh-oh, I'm getting feedback. Well, that's good, Kim. I would say that you
definitely
had an interaction.
Yeah, so kids are so open. They're they're just so open to the spirit world. Shannon. Okay, so yeah, he had a health issue and he didn't take good care of himself, because he is making me feel like that he is responsible for that. Gosh, we were just kind of talking about this, weren't we, Michael? About being stubborn, about not taking good care of the things.
Yeah.
But he's also showing me that he was very responsible in other ways. So this is what he says: time. He used time. I don't have time. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to be sick. That he used time as an excuse for not doing it. Does that resonate with you?
And do you hold his ring and talk to him? Because that's the image I just saw, like you holding a ring that he owned while you talk with him.
And his message here is I'm kind of waiting for her, but I'm going to go forward with the message. We wait.
And he says the coolness that you feel is his energy, because he's just showing me, like, I feel like you call out to him, like, show yourself. And he's like, I am there. And he's telling me, like, when you feel that cool air brush by you, that's his energy.
Okay. Oh, I don't see the comment. So I'm going to go forward. And if this resonates with you, Alina, I want you to take it, because he is telling me that he used time as an excuse, that he was pretty responsible in other ways. And he didn't have time. Like, he says he didn't have the time. Yeah, he did everything without thinking of time. Okay. This is a message to you about time. And hang on just a minute, because I want to get this clear. He wishes he would have found the time, and he is saying to you, find the time. I feel like that he's telling me that there's something that you're putting off as well, and you're kind of using time. If that's the case, he says, find the time, make it a priority, find the time. He does wish that he would have done that. If that's something that you're not doing right now, when you find yourself saying, I don't have the time, and it's very important and it's a priority, he's saying, please find the time. You know what? He says he wishes that he had some time back. So take care of yourself, and find the time. Okay, and that is really the message from him to you. Okay, yes, okay, find the time. All right, that's his message to you. And hang on just a second. I don't know if she's saying yes to me or yes to you about the ring.
I'm not sure.
I just see yeses, so I'm just gonna,
Yeah.
okay. So
If you go, yeah.
I'm
not
just
sure.
gonna go forward. And I want to go back to that card that I pulled for you, which was open your heart. Okay, I feel that some of this has to that this message kind of goes with this card. Yeah, your heart was broken. It's hard. Open your heart to love again. I'm not talking necessarily about just a partner, but I kind of feel like things have shut down. And this I'm just kind of doing this psychic thing here because it's coming in. I feel like things have kind of shut down for you here. Find the time for you, and open back up. Okay, just to the little things. Start with just the little things. That's what I feel like it's just really important to tell you. Know that your husband is around. Know that he knows you're having a hard time, and just know how supported and loved that you are. And I'm going to leave that with you. Okay.
And Arlene, I don't know if you connect.
Okay.
Is it Aileen? I'm sorry. I should have glasses on. But did you connect with an Albert? I don't know. Hearing the name Albert over and over again. But 25 after. We can do a few more cards and probably wrap it up.
Let's do it.
Oh, Misty. I'll pull a Rebel card for Misty.
Okay. His Uncle Albert.
His Uncle Albert. Okay. So would he be over there also on the other side? Because I just feel that's just letting you know that he's with Albert if Albert's over there.
Okay, Carissa. I just was watching your name and pulled this card for you. The card is starting fresh. Gosh, when I fell into this card with you, it's just about, I almost feel like it's about making space. Like here's the thing. To start fresh, we have to get rid of some old things, right? And we have to make space for some new things. That's just the message that I'm hearing for you with this card. And it's simple things. I feel like it could even be a way of thinking, right? It could just be a concept. It could be something. But that's a card that I have for you, is starting fresh.
So I just saw Arlene said, no, Albert's not over there. So Albert's here. Let me just see if I could just tune it real quick because I want to see if there's something. Usually when they send a name like that, there's what I'm getting with that. I don't know if Albert's not taking care of himself, but I just feel like that's what he's coming through with for Albert to take better care of his health. So I don't know if he's going through something right now, but I just feel like that's him just saying he needs to take better care of himself. Trisha McDonald, I just pulled this card for you. Some good shiznit is about to come your way, or is about to happen.
So I was looking at Trisha's name too, and this card came out. It's receiving from angels. Shimmering wings of angels, embrace me with love. Okay, so just know that your angels are around you and just be open. Just be open to receive from them. Welcome, Diana. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
All righty.
Well, what do you think, Michael? Do you want to do one like for everyone?
I was going to say, do you want to do one? Because your cards are more serious, I think.
All right, let's see what we have. Let's do one for everyone before we leave.
A general reading.
Which ones are those, Monica? Rebel cards? They're so fun. I like to take them to groups
They are fun.
because they're really fun. Thank you, Charlie. Hey, I need to come see you. Okay, so here's the card. Dwelling in truth. I stand in the light of truth. So this card, gosh, I feel a lot with this card. I'm trying to make it a little bit smaller. This card really just talks to me about knowing your truth and about living your truth. A lot of times we know something is off, like we feel it, right? We know that it's not resonating with us. Sometimes we're just afraid to hurt other people's feelings, or we really worry about what other people are thinking instead of dwelling in and living on our own truth. So this card is just reminding you of that. Sometimes we don't even know what our truth is, and we have to go through all of these things that don't resonate before we find it. And so just like we were talking about earlier, if something is not resonating with you and you find yourself, or you're kind of still stuck in this pattern because you don't want to say anything or you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, this card's just telling you to find your truth and to dwell there, because amazing things happen when you dwell there in your truth. So that's it.
That's it. That was a good one.
That's it.
That's
So everybody have a happy Thanksgiving if you're celebrating. Eat yourself into a food coma or don't.
Yes.
I'm going to go cut vegetables. I'm going to finish cutting some vegetables.
That's right. Eat your vegetables.
That's right. I said I was going to eat them. I said I was going to cut them.
It's time to go watch
you're
Charlie
welcome.
Brown's Thanksgiving. That's what we're doing tonight.
Woo! I love that movie. I love that.
Because
Try to watch that.
it's been dark out since 4:30, so now it feels like midnight.
I know.
Winters up here are just
It really does.
That's why I'm looking
Right.
at motorcycles, because it keeps me gives me something to look forward to.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. You'll probably see us again soon, whether you want to or not. So
See ya.
have a happy holiday. We'll see you all later.
Bye.